You're watching Chicago Bears Now. I am your host, Harrison Graham, and today's show is presented by True Classic Tees. I'm rocking one of their polos today. They have a polo line, athletic polo and standard polo, athletic T-shirts, standard T-shirts, whatever your type of dress wear is, and you can get 25% off this holiday season by going to trueclassictees.com/chat and using promo code chat to get 25% off. Hey, listen, if you got like a Santa gut like I do, they're going to show the good parts of your body, not the bad parts. Shout out to True Classic Tees. Before we get into our Bears mock draft, we have a Charles Tillman helmet giveaway opportunity that I want to keep you guys informed of. Follow these steps and you will be able to enter the drawing for this Charles Tillman helmet giveaway. Number one, you have to follow Valley Brothers Collectibles on Facebook. Go to chatsports.com/Valley Brothers. That'll redirect you to their page. Follow them, and then comment Bears Now on their Charles Tillman post. Should be pinned at the top of their page, but if not, scroll down. Just find the Charles Tillman post. Should be very simple to find it. Comment Bears Now. That way they know you're coming from the show, and you are eligible for the drawing if you also have subscribed to the channel. That's a key one as well. That's step number 3. And then join us this Sunday. The winner will be announced during our Bears-Jets watch party this Sunday. So join us then. This is what the helmet looks like. It's a black Bears helmet with the Chicago Bears sticker there. Charles Tillman signed it. He signed Peanut there as well. That's really, really cool. Shout out to the Peanut Punch man himself. Chatsports.com/Valley Brothers. Go follow the steps and follow them on Facebook's first to get eligible for the drawing. All right, let's get into my latest Bears mock draft. And now that the Bears have the number 3 pick currently, I said, hey, let's do another one. Yep, I did it. Will Anderson Jr., the edge out of Alabama. And if you look at his career, this guy has been a menace. In 38 career college games, 32.5 sacks, 55.5 tackles for loss, almost 200 tackles, a forced fumble. He is the best pure pass rushing prospect I've seen in years, maybe since Nick Bosa. He is that good. Now, obviously, you have a lot of needs, and you could trade down, and you could do different things because you need to get better all over the defensive line, the offensive line, receiver, linebacker, corner, and I get all that. But if Will Anderson is there, that's going to be tough to turn down. Now, also, Jalen Carter was on the board. He was another player available. Other guys there, Myles Murphy, Keely Ringo, Peter Skoronski, Quentin Johnston. I don't think any of those 4 guys will be players I would take at number 3. Will Anderson and Jalen Carter are 2 guys I would. Otherwise, I would trade down. So let me ask you guys this. Who is the better prospect? Who would you rather have on the Bears if they were both sitting there, you had a chance to take either one of them? Type WA for Will Anderson or type JC for Jalen Carter. Will Anderson is an edge. Jalen Carter is a defensive tackle, could fill that 3-tech role that Eberflus talks about how important it is in this defense. Let me know, WA or JC. Round 2, pick number 59, because, of course, you don't have your own second-round pick. You've got the Ravens one from the Roquan Smith trade. It is Rashee Rice, the wide receiver out of SMU. If you don't know the name, get to know it because he's rising up draft boards this year, and the season's not even over. He's got 83 catches for over 1,200 yards and 9 touchdowns. He's not a straight-up X, but he's a really good receiver. I think he probably projects as like a really, really good number 2 NFL receiver. So, again, he's probably not coming in being that alpha number 1. But if you have him, Mooney, and Claypool, maybe you go sign or draft another piece as well, you're feeling a lot better with where you're at that wide receiver position. And hopefully Claypool can get something going toward the end of this year because we don't want to be entering this offseason thinking, man, I hope that trade wasn't a mistake. They got to get him more involved. We'll see if any of these other guys are around. Obviously, Velus Jones will be here, but we don't know what his role will be moving forward. But St. Brown, Pringle, Pettis, N'Keal Harry, they're all set to be free agents. We don't know what their future holds. Now, if you want more draft videos, Bears draft videos, overall NFL draft videos, hit that subscribe button here on the channel. We can do more mock drafts. We can do some draft targets, by position, offense, defense, whatever it is. Hit that sub button if you want more draft coverage here on Chicago Bears Now. Round 3, pick number 66, just a few picks later, Matthew Bergeron, the offensive tackle out of Syracuse. He's got experience at both tackle positions, and we've talked about this. You look at the offensive line right now, who are guys that are going to be here and could start? Braxton Jones, I think there's a decent chance he's your starting left tackle still next year. He's improved throughout the season. He's shown a lot. Is he perfect? No, but as a fifth-round pick coming out of Southern Utah, he's been pretty damn solid. I think there's a good chance he's your starting left tackle. Cody Whitehair, I think he's a prime cut candidate. Sam Mustipher, he could be here as a backup. We'll see beyond that. Tevin Jenkins, I like him. I don't know if the Bears do, honestly, but I think he's been maybe your highest upside offensive lineman when he's played this year. Riley Reif's on a one-year deal. You've got Leatherwood. You've got Borum. We'll see if they factor in. But outside of Jenkins and Jones, you need more on this offensive line. And Bergeron can play both tackle spots. So maybe you bring him in. He's your right tackle. And then you fill in center and guard for your other positions that you got to fill. You got to get better up front, period. Young and talented players. Some free agents probably as well, one or two guys, but I got to think Ryan Poles is going to want to draft some young and nasty offensive linemen here pretty soon. Now, do you want more mock draft? Do you want a mock draft every week? That's basically what I'm asking. Should I do a mock draft every single week from here on out? Why not? It's fun. The draft positioning is changing every week. The Bears are going to be a team to watch for on draft night. Let me know. Y for yes, in for no. If you think every week's too much, maybe comment every other week or something like that. But we will be doing a lot of mock drafts. I can promise you that. This is, Bears back in the first round. Could be in the top 3 or 4 picks. So Y for yes, in for no. Do you want one every week? Let me know. Now, something you should definitely want is True Classic Tees because you hear that little jingle, dun, 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 dun. That's your Christmas present. It's True Classic Tees because, listen, if you need some more T-shirts, some more polos, you can get them with True Classic Tees. If you're like, Mom, I don't know what I want this year, send her to True Classic. She can buy some polos, tees in bulk. If you don't know what to buy, some other males in your life, go to True Classic. You can buy in bulk, and you can get 25% off with promo code CHAT. These shirts are very comfortable. They're the best-fitting T-shirts and polos for males of all sizes. If you're rocking an 8-pack like me, kidding, clearly don't have an 8-pack, or a little bit of a beer gut like me, hey, look at me. I'm feeling pretty good in this polo, to be completely honest. True Classic Tee is going to show off the parts of the body that look good. They're going to hide the parts that don't look good. That is how they work. So go to trueclassictees.com/chat. Use promo code CHAT. You can buy 6-pack, 9-packs, 3-packs. The higher packs, the best price per shirt you're going to get. High-quality shirts and polos. I play golf in these all the time. Very comfortable. They hold up. So go check them out. trueclassictees.com/chat. Promo code CHAT. All right, let's get into day 3 of this mock draft. Mazi Smith, the defensive tackle out of Michigan. Round 4, pick number 101. Smith, really good run stuffer, 6'3", 326. And, you get him on the interior, Will Anderson on the exterior. You got 2 starters, I think. I think Smith is a guy that can start as a middle-round pick right away. In that scenario, maybe you go sign a 3-tech to play next to him on the interior. Justin Jones becomes a rotation guy, so I would definitely be interested in that. Got to get more nasty on the defensive line. All right, Oluwatimi. So they just call him Olu at Michigan. Center, round 4, pick number 131. Let's be honest, the Bears need to get a center. Sam Mustipher, not a starter. Lucas Patrick has played 2 series all year. I know they gave him a 2-year deal, but we're 11 games in, and he's played 2 series at center. I don't think, unless we see something drastic over the last several weeks with Lucas Patrick, potentially returning from injury, unless we see something drastic, I think you have to assume that you've got to upgrade at center this offseason. I don't think you can just roll into, training camp next year with Lucas Patrick and Sam Mustipher as the 2 centers. I think that would be a bad precedent. Pick, if you want one of them as your backup, I'm totally cool. But I don't think that either of these guys have proven enough to just be the guy next year. What do you guys think? Is Lucas Patrick the answer at center for 2023? I don't think we can say yes. I'm typing my 2 for no. If you think he is, type 1 for yes. But I just, the guy's played 2 drives all year. I don't see how that could be the scenario. Round 5, pick number 134, it is Isaiah McGuire, the edge rusher out of Missouri. I get another pass rusher here. McGuire, who had 6 sacks last year, has 6.5 this year, playing in the SEC against some good competition. He's been pretty rock solid. I like him too. Like, Anderson's about 245 pounds, so he's a tick undersized for a 4-3 edge, but McGuire's about 265. So you get a different body type here to give you a different type of look. I like that. He could come and be a rotation guy, compete with the guys like Dominic Robinson, Travis Gibson. I like him as a rotation pass rusher prospect. Dom Rob, before they traded Robert Quinn, when he was a rotation guy, he was playing pretty well. Now he's been a full-time starter, and that's been a little bit tougher for him. And let's be honest, this Bears D-line stinks. So loading up on defensive linemen makes sense. You got to get better there. You're just getting knocked off the ball way too often. I think McGuire's a guy who could give you some quality production as a rotation player. My little jewel of this draft here, round 5, pick number 156. That is TCU running back Kendre Miller, who has kind of gone off the radar to potentially a middle-round draft pick here with the year he's had. Look at the numbers he's put up. Almost 1,200 yards and 14 touchdowns, averaging 6.5 yards per carry. With the volume of carries he's getting, that is pretty damn good. He runs with power, burst, and balance. He'll run through you. He can run by you. It takes more than one guy to bring him down. You know what he reminds me of? Kind of reminds me of David Montgomery. I mean, very similar player. I think he's actually a little faster, too. Now, he's not as good of a pass catcher as Demo. I have to watch more tape of him as a blocker as well and blitz pickup, but he's having a hell of a year. Zach Evans transferred to Ole Miss, which kind of opened the door for him to be the full-time starter at TCU, and he's run away with it. He's been a big part of the reason why they're undefeated at this point in the season. No 6th-round pick. Go to the 7th round. I'll add a tight end here. Cade Stover. You guys might be familiar with him out of Ohio State. He's got 5 touchdowns this year, decent blocker. I do think Cole Kmet's clearly kind of taking a step here. He's going to be your starter next year, I would imagine. But after that, you need some depth at tight end. I think he could be a guy that could be a number 2, number 3 type of tight end on this football team. So there you go. Let's recap this mock draft, and then I'll ask you guys to grade it. 1st-round pick, number 3 overall, Will Anderson Jr. And again, I'm not doing trades on mock drafts. Maybe my next one I'll do trades. We'll have to wait and see. Rashee Rice in the 2nd round, wide receiver out of SMU. Offensive tackle, Matthew Bergeron out of Syracuse at round 3, pick number 66. And then the day 3 picks here, Mazi Smith, the defensive tackle out of Michigan, early in round 4. Late in round 4, Olu Oluwatimi, the center out of Michigan. I think he could compete to be a starting center as a rookie. Isaiah McGuire, the edge out of Missouri, in round 5, pick number 134. TCU running back Kendre Miller in the 5th round at pick number 156. And then Ohio State tight end Cade Stover, round 7, pick number 198. Grade this mock draft A, B, C, D, or F. How do you guys feel about this mock draft that I did today? Go ahead and drop a letter grade down in the comments section. And be sure to subscribe, because if you want more draft coverage, like we said, hit that sub button, and we will continue to bring you these videos.